Welcome back. My boyfriend, 28, and I, 28 female, have been dating for 5 years. He has been a great man. He and his family have supported me in the most difficult moments. I've given this relationship my all and been completely devoted to him. We are accomplices. We got along very well, and we even talked about marriage. But on the other hand, our sexual life started going downhill, and he became distant on bed in recent months. And although I tried my best to please him and seduced him with various foreplay methods, he rarely reciprocated with as much enthusiasm as I wanted him to, and did it to me more out of obligation. Sometimes we didn't do it at all because he told me that he has a lot of work to do. I understood and let him be, because I knew how stressed he was because of his upcoming exams and research presentation of his MBA program. But secretly, I felt unsatisfied. I know how selfish and horrible that sounds now. I felt like we lost the spark, and my low self-esteem led me to have a one-night stand with 2 young men. I have a neighbor with whom I involuntarily started sexting episode a few weeks ago, mostly fueled by my sexual frustrations. I could tell he was trying to flirt with me for a while, but I never reciprocated. But our relationship turned sexual a few days ago when he asked me what my sexual fantasy was, and I told him that it was having a threesome. He told me that he would do it with great pleasure and would bring a friend along as well. It was so exciting to think that 2 18-year-old boys would do me. I was delighted, and we arranged for the weekend when my boyfriend would be over at his friend's place for his research thing. I got ready. I put on very flimsy lingerie, ready to do anything with the young duo. It was quite a feast, and I'm not going to be prudish and lie here. I enjoyed it very much. I felt like I was in some kind of a trance, and I had lost control over my senses. But after everything was done, I felt such devastating pain. I started sobbing hard just as we ended and sent the boys out immediately. I realized in that moment that I've ruined my life. I had never been unfaithful in my life until this happened. I feel very guilty, even though it happened just once. Now I feel I can't say that I love him because love is accompanied by respect, and I don't feel worthy of his love. He is a great man, and yesterday I found out from his mother that he also has to pay a debt, and that was tormenting him because he had not told anyone. Hearing it made me feel worse. I feel like the worst partner ever. I don't want to confess what I did so that it doesn't affect him. His plate is too full at the moment, and adding this would certainly break him. It was my fault, and that will follow me for life, and he doesn't deserve all the insecurities and heartache if I confess to him what I did. I know that he loves me, but I feel that if he learnt of my little adventure, it will change. It was just a night of pleasure, but it ruined everything for me. If someone has gone through or witnessed something similar, what do you advise me? Should I tell him about my infidelity to end the relationship, or just move on as if nothing happened? This is the first long-term relationship I ever had in my life, and I really want to see this to the end. I know this forum is pro-confession, but I feel like considering the well-being of all parties, I need to keep this to myself. Update. Hello, I'm in need of legal advice ASAP. So last week, I, 28 female, had a bit of a transgression with 2 18-year-old boys, one of whom is my neighbor. It was a lapse in judgment, and I regret it wholeheartedly now. I never breathed a word to my boyfriend, and I thought they wouldn't too, but I guess they did. About an hour ago, the neighbor boy's father knocked on my door to say he's aware of what I did to his son. He was shouting in my face and calling me names. I couldn't even get a word in. He said he's reporting me to police for child molestation. Like what? They're 18. They're not minors. He says since he's still in high school, he's still a child. Is that true? I think it's just some scare tactic. By the way, I looked up the age of consent in my state, and it says it's 14. Does that mean I'm in the clear? I had no idea he was still in school. I thought since he's 18, he started college. Oh my god, I do not know how I got myself into this mess. How do I prove my innocence in this? When I had sex with them, I thought I was having sex with 2 consenting adults, not minors. This is preposterous. Edit. I never confessed anything to my boyfriend. I was scared that he'll break up with me, and I thought he would never find out too, but he knows. He called me some time ago and asked me if it was true. I don't know how he heard, nor does it matter now. He's coming over soon, so we can talk and figure this out together. Update 2. Hello, I needed to give a brief update, though I got nothing but ridiculous amounts of hate here. I guess all you bitches here would be thrilled to learn that my life is over. I'll start from what happened 2 days ago when the father of one of the guys I had my threesome with showed up at my door and threatened with police. My now ex-boyfriend came over to our place soon after to talk things over. I was honest with him and didn't hold back. I told him everything we did, and we also discussed about what led me to stepping outside of our relationship. Strangely enough, he was understanding. He admitted that he had been neglecting my needs in the past couple of months. He admitted he was exhausted, anxious about his MBA, and paying back his loans. And the pressure of it all made him crumble, which made him pay less and less attention to my needs. But he said he was disappointed about the way I handled things. He said he expected me to be a source of strength through this harsh period of his life, but instead, I was too busy worrying about my sexual needs being met. And I've run off to not one, but 2 children to seek sexual gratification. He said he wasn't going to be wasting his life building a life with the likes of me because he knows he deserves better. He has since moved out permanently to his brother-in-law's property. I've been calling and texting him, but he's blocked me now. On the other hand, the fathers of the guys I had my threesome with reported me to the police. Police has been over to our place to make inquiries. I've been advised it's best to hire an attorney if things progress, but I don't think I want one, nor can I afford one. I still think I'm in the clear despite them being in high school. They're still legal adults, so I needn't worry, right? Right now I feel like the whole world is turned on me. My boyfriend left me, my friends won't talk to me, my neighbors slam their doors when I go out, police is on my ass, and I've no family to speak of. What have I done? Final update. It's been 4 years. I suddenly remembered this account and thought I would give the conclusion to my story. Well, lots of things happened. I moved out of state. It was unlivable after everything that happened. I found a job, got myself out, and started over. Overall, it's been okay-ish, though starting over from scratch from nothing with nobody's help has been tough. First of all, nothing happened with the police case. Police came, inquired me, and went. That was that. But it didn't matter. Everybody knew what I had done, so I couldn't show my face. I couldn't go to work because they knew too. In the afternoons, the neighbor guy I slept with would come over with his gang of boys from school and would wolf whistle at my house. They would make mean remarks, telling me stuff like they're available, etc. His mom would often chase them away, but it was still humiliating, frightening, and misogynistic. One time, the father of the neighbor boy complained to the HOA that I was a pedophile who groomed his son to ultimately do what I did. So the HOA did an inquiry on me as well. Well, more like the old shriveled Snoopy women sat around me and mocked me. After all this, I didn't want to live there. Hell, I didn't want to live anywhere. I just wanted to die, but I decided to move away instead. Through all this, my ex acted as if I was dead. He never once reached out, not once, not to ask how I was holding up. He knew how incredibly hard it was for me. Looking back though, I don't hate him, but I also think he wasn't right for me either. He's still in the same city. He got his MBA, got married, and recently welcomed a baby. His life flowed without interruption, as if I never even existed in it. So there it is. I'm in a better place now than 4 years ago, but I miss my old life. And the fear of what happened to ever reaching my current acquaintances is crippling. But I guess I'll have to live with it. It's my punishment. I do not deserve it. I made one mistake, but the world treated me like a criminal. It's how the world is. They laugh at your failures. One misstep and everybody, lovers, friends, family, disappears. So don't make the same mistake I did. Comments. I remember you, OP. I'm glad everything worked out for you in the end. My advice is, the moment you get serious with a man, tell him. Tell him nothing but the truth of what happened. Let him make a decision if he wishes to still continue seeing you or not. You've paid for your sins. You've repented. If any man cannot see past your past, he isn't worthy of you. Good luck. I'm glad you decided to push through instead of taking your life. What a waste that would have been. And all because of some social scrutiny. As for your ex not reaching you, I think it's perfectly understandable why you would feel that way. He spent many years together with you, so it's very hurtful that he tuned you out just like that. But whatever, it's in the past. Stop stalking him on social media and move on, OP. No good will it do to see updates about him anymore. He's in the past. He's insignificant. Move on. All the best.